Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Tadowski Shelter. I tried to hit everything you may come across. Now, some things may come up later, and some things may have been taken out if you're starting in a new state. But I try to hit things so that you know how to use it on the most basic of all levels. And that's not going to be any different for today's topic. Today's topic, as Salt and Peppa should have said, let's talk about Mechs, baby. Mechs is something that will come later on for a lot of players, and they will evolve over time. But understanding the basics of mechs, where to start, what to focus on, and how to use them will be the keystone to making your APC stronger and be able to take on the bigger fish. Looking to catch something? Wait, that wasn't a great segue, but remember to like and subscribe for more LSS content and lives. Be a part of the community with the Discord link in the description below, and make sure you are letting me know what topics and questions you want answered. Even if it's a short one, I've been looking for reasons to make more shorts, and if I can answer the question quickly, I'll make one. So leave those questions and topics in the comments below or in the Discord. So let's get into the basics of mechs. When mechs become available to your state, you will see the option to build the auto lifting pad. This building will be the one-stop shop for everything mechs. Inside this building, you will find a few different options. I wish I could say that this building is similar to the parts factory, but it's anything but. The building has 4 different areas you can explore. Each area will have its own use and various other functions inside of it. The 4 areas are Mech, Component Manufacturing, Code Heimdall, and Weapons Depot. Each area will cater to a specific component of mech building and upgrading, and knowing each area will help you upgrade your mechs to the spots that they need to be in. The first area we will start with is Code Heimdall. We will not start with the mech screen because Heimdall missions will lead us into the mech screen and be a way for you to get extra goodies to help upgrade your mechs. Inside of the Code Heimdall screen, you will see a path with 10 stops. Each stop will be a short battle for your APC and mech. Every win will grant you some free stuff, and every 5th battle will upgrade the amount of stuff that you will get inside your free chest. On the left part of your screen, you will see an arrow. If you click on that arrow, a side screen will slide open with a bunch of numbers. These are the different levels that you can go through. Once you complete the 10 battles on the main screen, you can go ahead, slide that menu open, and click on the next level so that you can progress your mech building journey. And as your journey moves on, you will get more and more stuff in your reward box. Speaking of the reward box, on the right side of the screen, you will see 2 buttons, a shopping cart and a reward box. Now, the reward box will be claimable every 8 hours. And if you happen to miss one, it will just store to the next 8 hours. So if you don't collect it in 16 hours, you will collect 2 crates of goodies. This box will mainly contain USBs that are used for upgrading your mechs in its various areas. Now, if you click the shopping cart, it will open up the mech store menu. At first, you will not know or understand the store, but this will be very important shortly. But to just skim over the store briefly, there will be a total of 6 items. The top 2 are going to be weapons chests. Every weapon can be buildable, but epic weapons must be obtained through chests. Epic weapons will be the best weapon you can obtain for your mech. Upgrading these weapons will require different components as well as weaker weapons to unlock the next segment of levels. We will discuss this a bit further later on. The next 2 items are enhancing materials. The mech advancing chips will allow you to enter the next group of levels for upgrading your mech overall, and the weapon advancing chip will do the same, but with the weapons. Now, the last 2 items will be used to help build weapons. At first, you will wonder why getting weaker weapons are available, but weapon upgrading will be explained fully when we get to that section. Overall, Code Heimdall is just a way for you to get USBs for free so that you can upgrade your mech and the weapons it uses. As you progress in the missions, you will be required to upgrade your mech to a certain power level so that you can keep chugging along. This will now bring us to our mech menu. Inside of our mech menu, you will see the mechs that you currently have available to you. This main screen will allow you to do some very basic and necessary functions. The first is that it allows you to unlock all of the mechs available to you. At first, you will only have access to one mech, but you will need to unlock all of them at some point. You can get access to the other mechs through the mech tech tree. Go ahead and say that 3 times fast. The other thing you can see on this screen is the power level and mech level of each mech in the top left corner. Below this will be 2 boxes on the left and right of the mech. This is where you can assign weapons to the mech. Weapons will drastically make your mech stronger and should hold the weapon of the troops inside of it. It makes no sense to have vehicle weapons assigned to the mech, but shooters. There is the primary weapon on the left and the sidearm on the right. Both will be able to be unlocked in the technology tree. And the last thing to note on this screen is the items just above the lower tabs. This is going to be the required components needed to level your mech to the next levels. Now, a mech advancing chips will be needed every 10th level, and the components required will change every 10 levels. But USBs will always stay consistent. Below this are 4 tabs. You're going to see mech, parts, coming soon, and modify. You are currently able to use only 2 of these menus, the mech and the parts. You are currently on the mech menu. If you click on the parts menu, you'll be taken to a new screen. Now, this screen doesn't change too drastically, but it will show you new things to upgrade. In order to upgrade your mech to the next rank, and a rank being every 10 levels, the parts of the mech will need to be maxed out. There are 4 parts, and each part will affect a specific buff for the APC. The arms will increase might, the brain will increase resistance, the chest armor will increase tactical might, and the legs will increase tactical resistance. What components and how many of them you will need to level each part up will be shown at the bottom of the screen. And this covers the basics of mech upgrading. I wish I could say that this is it, but it gets more detailed from here. The next screen we will talk about is the component manufacturing screen. This screen will allow you to craft the components you will need to upgrade your mech, its parts, and even the weapons. You can craft 4 different components and have up to 3 slots to do it. The time and amount can be boosted with your technology tree that is associated with the mechs. The next tab is the weapon manufacturing tab. In this screen, you can craft weapons using the components you are making. However, the higher the quality of weapon, the more components you will need, and you will need a special component of a blueprint. Advanced weapons can only be constructed once you research the technology in the tech tree. But these advanced weapons, excellent, legendary, and epic, will require blueprints in order to craft them. You can purchase blueprints in the Heimdall shop, as I showed you earlier. However, epic weapon blueprints are not readily available. The last tab is weapon splitting. This will allow you to split weapons you have into extra components. This will also give you blueprints if you split higher quality weapons. I wouldn't suggest using this feature in the early stages just to upgrade your mech, and I'll tell you exactly why shortly. The last screen is the weapons depot. This will be a list of all your weapons available for the mechs in order from the strongest to the weakest. In this screen, you can equip, remove, and upgrade weapons. That's the total summation of the screen, but it's really not the full story. We're going to talk a little bit about tactics here. Before you go crazy and just start upgrading your mechs, you need to understand a few things about them and some of the events that will become available to you. First, upgrading your mechs overall is pretty easy. Yes, you will need the components, but everything is easily obtained. It doesn't require a lot of USBs, and while you may run out of components, you can always craft them at a pretty quick and easy rate. Which brings us to our hardest component to obtain: epic and legendary weapons. Epic primarily is the focus here. You should attempt to get legendary weapons for your mechs before you start going crazy upgrading them. The reason is because they are harder to obtain. The only way to obtain an epic weapon is with the epic weapon crate that you buy in the code Heimdall store. And if you look at the details, there is an extremely low chance of getting an epic weapon from one of these chests. So what do? Now, there is an event that comes along once every 4 weeks that will help you drastically. Every 4 weeks is an event called Everything Counts, and this event will last for 7 days. This event will give you points based on opening epic crates. If you open enough crates, you will get enough points to get a special epic weapon. To skip ahead, you will need 120 epic crates in order to fully obtain all of this event's rewards. So why should you wait? Well, the rewards you get from the event are really worth it, first and foremost. The 2 epic weapons you get can be upgraded well past what everyone else can have access to. Second, you are going to open the crates anyways. So it's better to do it in mass and give yourself a better opportunity to get more epic weapons than just struggle and try and get one at a time. Keep in mind, 1 epic crate from the store costs 20,000 USB. 120 crates will cost you over 1 million USBs. This will take some time to build up, especially for the free-to-play players. On top of this, you can only purchase 50 crates per day. So purchasing 120 would take at least 3 days to do it. Once you have enough crates for the events, open your crates, get your rewards, and start upgrading those weapons first. The weapons are way more important to the mech overall than upgrading the mech itself in the beginning stages. It isn't until later on where upgrading the mech becomes just as important. So start off your mech journey getting the weapons first, then worry about the mech levels. And I hope that this starts to gear you in the right direction. Over time, you'll get more options to customize and strengthen your mechs, but everyone has to start at the beginning and work their way up. If you have any other suggestions or comments, please leave those in the comments below. Remember, like and subscribe for more information, guides, hints, tricks, and to catch a live where we do Q&As, we do giveaways, we joke around, and so much more. So join the community for more chats and assistance in the link below in the description. Help each other out, look out for each other, but most importantly, be safe out there.